Hey everyone, quick video. I just want to show you this website I made for a side project of mine, a fun project I did with a friend of mine. It's a punk band. It's really like ridiculous punk band. It doesn't really take itself so seriously. In this video, I'm going to show you how I built this landing page in under 20 minutes. And this is exactly how I would build a landing page for a client if I were to take on a client today. I generated this whole landing page with Bolt with a very simple prompt. Create a Next.js landing page for an eclectic, sovereign-minded punk band. And so it didn't know anything about the band. So I actually had this whole Claude chat for a few months now for tweets and things like that. And I actually just generated a system prompt for tweets and marketing. But basically Claude had a good idea of what this band was all about. So I said, hey, Claude, create a whole prompt. So let me get started first by just showing you the website. So as you see, the band is genre fluid, but principle solid. We don't bend the knee, we bend the genres. Also, we're looking for a singer. Probably my favorite part of the website is this cookie thing. We don't ask permission. Enter voluntarily or exit system. This photo of the band I made on Canva. We had a bit of a photo shoot once. I just removed the background and then I just put us on a stage. And so that was kind of fun. And I love this description, totally generated from Claude here. The sovereignties aren't just a band, we're a declaration of independence for musical boundaries and centralized thinking. So as you see, we did a lot of brand building here. So Claude gave me what it thought our brand was all about. And essentially, I had been working on the brand as in tweets. So we're getting ready to launch our first EP, Cold Storage, Hot Rebellion. If you're familiar with Bitcoin at all, that would mean something to you. We've just been making the funnest art on MidJourney here. When we did a country album, we did some country themed Bitcoin art with MidJourney. And then now that we're doing a punk album, Satoshi's Mosh Pit, we got some like Sex Pistols, the Vandals, like some of this old school punk imagery in here, which is just hilarious. I really like this one too. It's got like this Beavis and Butthead vibes. So this was a total vibe build and it's really fun the whole way through. So you can see here we got the music, and actually this song is supposed to autoplay. And last night when I was working on it, it totally autoplayed. And so you get to the site and it's like epic, right? Yeah. But basically the whole point is just like to shove the brand in the people's face, and they have to understand that it's like, oh, cool, but it's also kind of a joke. And so we have a review from ChatGPT here. Upcoming festivals we won't be playing at because they sold out. Merchandise. So the whole thing is just kind of silly. And then we got the nice little footer there. So it's in the sense of, hey, let's make something unique. This is a great website. It's not necessarily going to sell products, but it might convert people into the newsletter, which would be funny. So after Bolt made the basic website for me, as you can see, it had a lot of placeholders in here, like images. I ended up putting the SoundCloud stuff in there. There's no merch. So you export it either to StackBlitz or you just download the zip, and then you make it a GitHub project, and then you import the GitHub project right here into Cursor. And then in Cursor, you can actually start saying, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I'm running the site locally so I can play around with it at localhost 3000. And so then when I just make any little change here, see here in the latest, dope releases, I save that and it automatically will change it. In a lot of cases, you don't even have to refresh. So when you're working on the site locally, Cursor is just a great tool. Now, Bolt had put in some of these special effects, like this glitch thing back there, which I don't think is that great, but whatever, it adds some energy. And then this whole break the chain functionality. So as I scroll down, it breaks the chain, boom. But you can see, you can't see the chain very well. So I'm going to find here in Cursor, I'm going to find where that chain is. Let's see, yeah, there's the CSS thing, breaking chain, animation, break chain. So Cursor created its own animation for us. The sovereignty meter chain. Yeah, that's it. Break chains at certain thresholds. Okay, so somewhere on here, we need to say, let's make a new chat with the agent in Cursor, and we highlight this whole page, and we say, I think the chains need to be a layer forward. And really in HTML terms and CSS terms, I mean, the Z index needs to be higher. So let's see what cursor does here. We go back to our local build here. You'll see, I'll refresh it. You see these 3 chains, 2 chains now, because I smashed the first chain. Make the chains twice as big. All right, so it says, cursor says it did something. I don't think it did. It didn't work. So make the chains twice the size. Kind of a waste of a good prompt, but it saves time. That's why we're paying Cursor the big bucks. But it's not so hard to go in here, find the CSS, and just change the size. But I don't feel like doing that right now. So, okay, yeah, there's definitely a problem with the chain size. I'm gonna make a screenshot of it so I can send to the agent and say, the chains seem to be contained by the sovereignty meter. That's the best I can communicate that idea to the agent, but if anyone can get it, it's the cursor agent. Boom. There we go. So let's break these chains, right? Boom. 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 So that's fun, right? That's fun functionality for the punk rocks. Let's add a title to the top of the sovereignty meter that says something like, break the chains. And that way, it's like a call to action for the user to keep scrolling down the page, right? It's like, oh, cool. If I keep scrolling, it breaks the chains. Oh, ha ha ha. That's funny. This font isn't great, by the way. I need to find another font. Merch that stands for something. By the time you break all the chains, you're already at the bottom of the page. Clever, right? The chains. Now we got to rotate it, right? Let's see, is it done here? It's done, but we can't see it. So we say rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, and so I don't like this font. You know, it would be okay for one thing, but it's kind of hard to read. So I'm going to go to Font Squirrel, and I'm going to find another font. Let's see here. I'm going to just type in punk. Grunge, maybe. I mean, Alpha Echo, that could be kind of cool. I mean, even that one, Top Secret, is cheesy, but there's not many projects I get to just have fun. And looks like we just got TTFs. And here's where it's simple. I say, I have TTFs of a new font I want to try for headers. Where should I put them? And I mean, really, it's not that hard to figure it out here on Cursor. It's probably going to be public somewhere, as long as it's in the public folder, not in images. But so let's see what it says. Public fonts, exactly. So Cursor's making us a new folder, and now we have a fonts folder. So in fonts, I'm going to drag the TTFs. I'm going to say change the header font to htdpiece.ttf. Okay, so now we got that. Okay, so we got that fixed. I kind of like Top Secret. I think that's cool. Okay, so I got it all running, and this is fun. Break the chains, the sovereignties. There's this great picture of us. People are going to be super stoked to break these chains. I'm going to keep scrolling down. I kind of want to fix that font. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this. Hope this video inspired you. There's never been a more fun time to just be a builder or designer. Use the power of AI to augment your creativity to just do incredible things.